Hello and welcome to Gamer Chat Weekly for your latest gaming news, topics, and special guests. Now featured on iHeartRadio, Spreaker, and GamerChatWeekly.com. Hello everybody, Happy New Year, and welcome to Gamer Chat Weekly, episode 165. I'm Cameron.
And I'm Fuzzy.
And it's 2018!
Woohoo!
New year, new us. Well, we're missing one.
That's true, we are.
Angie is currently sick with the flu. It's getting like everybody lately. So if you're out there and you have friends that are sick, don't hang out with your friends. It's okay. You don't have to. Just stay home and play video games. You don't get sick that way. But yes, we wrapped up our 2017 season a few weeks ago, so they were taking a break to get some stuff done. And I promised you guys that we'd be getting more content on a regular basis. Here we are, the first week of 2018, getting an episode out to you guys as promised, and hopefully continue to do so come hell or high water, or whatever. So, gonna try and make 2018 a good year for Gamer Chat Weekly, get you guys more news, get some more guests on the show. We kind of slacked off last year, and we apologize, and we want to make things right. So hopefully 2018 goes much more in our favor, and your guys' favor as well, for the content that we provide. And we look forward to everything to come in 2018. We're leaving 2017 behind us, and I can't wait to see what this year holds.
Oh yeah, I can't either.
So, with that being stated, we also have to say that, my goodness, now that 2018 has started, there is literally no news.
Very true.
Like, we have things to talk about, but wow, did we have to dig. It was
we scraped the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, I mean, because all video game award stuff is done. Like, no major games are coming out within the week. There is one major game coming out this month, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So, what I do want to start out talking about is a wonderful sleeper hit that came out of left field, that kind of came out of nowhere. There was really no announcements for it until it hit Steam, and that would be They Are Billions. They Are Billions is a Age of Empires-esque game, RTS game, but it's set in a post-apocalyptic steampunk future where there are only 8 settlements left on Earth, and everything else is infected by zombies. The goal of the game is to essentially defend your settlement, your one settlement, because you control one of the 8 settlements. Your goal is to take that settlement and defend it against an endless onslaught of billions of zombies. The zombies do have a couple different classes. There are your typical regular swarm zombies. Then you have like the big beefier tanky zombies. There are zombies that spit acid, and there are zombies that climb over walls, which are a pain in the ass. Fuzzy, have you seen or heard of They Are Billions? Or
Actually, this is the first time, and now that I'm watching the video right now, I want to play this game because I love Age of Empires, and this is going to bring back so much fun. Just the hordes of zombies that are attacking. Holy cow! Attacking the walls.
Oh, yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's called They Are Billions for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, there's like billions of zombies literally rushing to attack your settlement. This is going to be a really cool game to play. Have you played it yet?
Oh yeah, I picked this up a couple days ago. I've been streaming it pretty much, not nonstop. There's no game I'm playing in between, but this has been one of my main games I've been streaming lately. It's an interesting game because it doesn't seem like there's that much on the surface of the game as far as like units and structures. The game is still early access. They still do plan on adding more content and more things and more units and probably new like build paths and stuff. But you start the game and it's basically you start off and you just need to get the bare minimum resources. And then like once you upgrade to like a factory, a lot more things open up, and then you can get like advanced tech that opens up a lot more stuff. So on the surface, the game seems really simple and like not complicated. But when you hit like day 100, 110, you're like, oh shit, it's about to hit the fan. Like, they're about to come out in like troves. You're like, okay, what building makes fucking like siege weapons or something? Because I am not going to make it with these like 10 like SMG dudes. Not going to make it at all. I had a really good time playing it. I kept getting screwed over, though, because the map, every time you play, so you can unlock up to 5 maps, I think there are, but you have to survive on the previous map to unlock the next map. And you could do that any which way. You can make the game as hard or as easy as possible, but I'm not going to lie, when it comes down to it, playing the game on the easiest mode, on the longest amount of time possible, you still can get steamrolled by the billions of zombies that come out of, like, the sides of the map. It is ridiculous.
Wow.
Essentially the way it works is there's always a certain amount of hordes that come out on a game. And then depending on how long you make your game, days-wise, because that basically sets the difficulty is how long you have to play. The longer you play, the easier it gets because it's spacing out those hordes. It's spacing them out more. The less time you play, the harder it gets because then the hordes, you have less time to build in between each horde. So, and then you can also increase or decrease the population of zombies already on the map. Easiest being there's no zombies on the map, but you still have to survive against the hordes. Hardest being as soon as you start, you're under attack by zombies.
Good lord.
I usually try to play in the middle on both. I play on like the 120 day timeline with like moderate zombies on the map. I prefer a challenge. I like to challenge myself when it comes to games like that. I'm a very tactical person when it comes to video games. I love Command and Conquer. I love Age of Empires. I loved all those games growing up.
Dawn of War,
all of it.
Yeah, definitely.
All of those games. I love RTS games. Like when Lord of the Rings came out, that was awesome. Halo Wars 2, when that came out, that was awesome. Like I just love RTS games. They're like my favorite thing. The one thing I always hated about certain RTS is though, like StarCraft, which I played a lot of StarCraft. What always got confusing was the fact that, not confusing, just hard, was having to always keep tabs on what your enemy was building so that you can just counter their build, but then they would just counter your build, and you just counter their whatever. You go back and forth with countering. This, it's always zombies. I know what I'm facing. I'm facing zombies. Now, which is the best way to kill zombies? That's all I have to worry about. All I have to worry about is setting up shock towers, ballistas, and sniper towers. Be like, okay, do your thing, which is super nice. I do wish that there was multiplayer in it. I do wish there was like a way to have like another person play with you, because the amount of zombies that do come out, it'd be so nice to have someone help and assist with the building and the management. Because honestly, it is an RTS at heart, but it's also like a city builder. It's like if you're playing Sim City, it feels the same way.
Yeah, that was the question I was going to ask. Is it multiplayer? Because that would have been like spectacular. Yeah, so I'm probably going to get the game here soon, just because I mean it's pretty inexpensive and it's pretty nice. It looks really good. I can't wait to play it.
I think the game is still on sale at the time of this recording.
I believe so.
$22.95 should be the price. Normally $24.99, so it's not on sale for that much. It's like a $2 difference. I picked it up while it was on sale. I had a $20 Steam gift card. I used it for that. It was amazing. Well worth the money. Even though I die consistently and I consistently lose, I have yet to beat the first level, by the way. And I've been playing for, let's see here, what's Steam say? Where's it at? Here we go. I have been playing for 19 hours so far and have yet to beat the first level.
Oh, good lord. Okay.
But I just got my first achievement, which was I killed over 10,000 infected so far.
Nice.
Granted, some of the, like 5 of that 19, honestly, I was away from my computer, so don't go by that. It's been like more like 12 hours or so. So,
okay.
But regardless, the game is tons of fun. I find myself always going back into it. I die, I restart, and go, okay, well, what's map look like this time? Where can I set up my defenses? Great game. Cannot wait for them to add more. I love to see where this goes. We'll keep you guys up to date on the development of AR Billions with updates and stuff as the weeks go by.
See, okay, hold on. Before we stop talking about this game, they need to add one more achievement, because I see where it says kill 100 millions infected. That was one of the achievements. They need to take it to 1 billion. I mean, they just need to
take it to 1 billion.
They need to take. That's the title. They are billions. They need to put it in there, not 100 millions. Oh wait, never mind. Actually, ixnay that. We good. That I made. Okay. I read it. It says 100 millions.
100 millions. So many.
Well, I'm reading that, and I'm sitting there. I can take that as, okay, that can be the billions. You know, you killed 10, or you kill 100, or whatever. Boom, you've hit 1 billion. You're good.
What's scary about the game? Like, it's not really it's always not a scary game. It's an RTS. It's like RTSs aren't scary. But what fills me with a sense of dread is every time I hit like that day 110 out of my 120. And I'm at that last horde. Now, mind you, every horde gets significantly bigger. So I've already lasted through 4 hordes out of the 5. and then the fifth horde comes out, and I'm like, uh-oh. And typically when a horde comes up, it says, oh, there's a horde coming your way. It's coming from the north, south, east, or west. And then you could just kind of like put all your units on one side to defend against the horde. Well, the very last horde just says, they're all around you. You're being swarmed. They are billions. And everywhere just lights up red. And you're like, uh-oh. Oh, no. This isn't good. And then next thing you know, your walls are breaking down. And then they're like, when a zombie gets into your base, it only takes one zombie to get into your base. When that happens, your buildings have an infection rate. If a zombie hits your building enough and the infection rate hits 100%, what will happen is that building becomes infected, and every worker you have in that building then becomes a zombie as well. So now instead of one zombie, you have to worry about you're dealing with like 10 to 20 extra zombies in your base already off one building. Ooh. So you have to make sure that all of like your super like populated like settlements and stuff are built in the very center of your base, and that like the resource that don't take any like workers on the outside to kind of like distract the zombies from hitting what matters most. And yeah, it's interesting. It's a really, really fun game. Highly recommend it.
I cannot wait to play.
All right, Monster Hunter news.
Oh yes, I'm a longtime fan. I know you are too, Cameron. I know a few of my friends from high school are as well. So we're all anticipating the release date for Monster Hunter, which it is going to be January 26th. Xbox One, PlayStation 4 are getting it, and news to Cameron, apparently. And to me, I didn't know it was coming to PC. I thought it was only going to be Xbox One and PlayStation 4, but it's coming to PC now, so should be on January 26th. I have not watched a single video for trailers at all because I want it to be a surprise. I want to see how crisp and clean and how beautiful it is, just so I can go and attack monsters. But I know that you and I had talked. You had actually played beta, so could you explain how beautiful the game is so far?
Well, first and foremost, I do want to just say that let's go back just a couple seconds and go back to the release date for PC. So there are 3 sources that list Monster Hunter Worlds as coming out on the 26th for PC, along with Xbox and PS4. Those sites being GameSupps, IGN, and Kotaku has it listed as well. But they're wrong.
Yeah, I just clicked on the PC thing and it said
Monster Hunter posted a thing on Twitter today, yesterday, maybe today for us, but they posted basically saying that the game is currently being optimized for PC and is going to have an autumn release. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say that it's going to come probably in September.
See, I had originally seen the autumn release and was super excited. So when I actually was searching, news to talk about today's podcast, I saw that it said January 26th, so that kind of got me a little bit more excited for it. Because, I mean, we're only 2-3 weeks away from hitting the 26th, and I can't wait. It's going to be a fun game.
Now, back to your original question before I sidetracked that.
It's okay.
You asked me how beautiful it is. So I've been a Monster Hunter fan for a very long time. I love the concept of, you going out solo or going with friends and basically just destroying giant-ass creatures and then using their body parts to make your own armor, your own weapons, your gear, all that stuff. Not many people know. I don't really talk about it much, but I like to hunt. I've gone in the past with my grandfather and stuff like that. So like Monster Hunter is kind of cool because like I get to, test my knowledge of things. Like I go track a dinosaur. Like I know everything's kind of like fed to you. It's like, oh hey, like follow this little wisp around and go follow like these tracks and there's a thing. But like when you get into the hunt and you start to actually follow the creature and you hunt it down and you get to it, what's nice about Monster Hunter World is how seamless everything seemed. So when I play Monster Hunter Generations on my 3DS, every time you went from one zone to the next, there was like a big loading screen, wait a while, and then like the creature would then just run right behind you and run back into the other zone, and then go back in and load it up, and it was a lot of loading screens to go back and forth between all these zones while you're hunting these creatures. In Monster Hunter Worlds, that's not an issue. You drop in, and poof, the world is open to you. You just follow the stuff. You just go.
Oh, really?
They added a lot of like environmental damage to creatures and things like that. You can you're facing like a giant creature. If it goes to like ram you or headbutt you, you can be in front of a tree and move out of the way. The tree could fall down, but like the moss in the tree can like ensnare the beast. So you can use the environment a lot more to your advantage than you could in the past. In the past, you pretty much use the environment just to get a height advantage, so you could jump onto the creatures, so you could ride them and like, you know, do more damage while on top of them while mounted. Yep. But now they actually added a lot of environmental effects, which is really cool. You can use the environment to your advantage a lot more than you could. So that's cool. The party system seemed pretty good. Everyone basically, if you want to play online or get with a party of people, everyone has a chance to gear themselves out, get their items ready, and then when they're ready, they go, and then everyone readies up. The party leader launches it, and you guys go in to fight the thing and do your bounty. I didn't get to see a whole lot of the PS4. There was only 3 different fights. There was an easy, medium, and hard fight. I stuck mostly. I did all 3 and then just stayed on the hard fight because they gave you all the gear. Like, they gave you like a bunch of starting gear, or like end game gear, I guess. Gear to do the missions. They gave you like a lot of stuff. So I spent a lot of time trying out all the different weapons. I definitely prefer like bladed weapons, but they also do have like guns that you can use, which is pretty cool, and bows and stuff like that. I didn't really get a whole lot of chance to utilize them because they were just not my playstyle. Graphics, beyond amazing. Sound is amazing. Everything was just awesome. Like, it was just so good. I cannot wait. And I'll be getting it for the PS4 come the 26th of January. My sister's birthday will become my birthday because I'm getting it for myself.
I can't wait to get it either. I'm going to get it for the PlayStation 4 as well.
I think I'm trading in Destiny 2 for it.
Oh, whoa. What? Trading in Destiny 2?
I have it for PC, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I stopped playing Destiny 2 once it came out on PC, but I stopped playing Destiny altogether because the game turned to trash. The game is only fun on Tuesdays.
Yeah, I didn't buy it because I didn't like the first one as much as I thought I would.
Like, the second one, story-wise, was way better than the first one, and I really enjoyed it, but then the updates have been pretty crappy with Destiny 2. And the expansion was very underwhelming. They didn't add a whole lot. Like, I don't know what they did, but they didn't do a whole lot, and it wasn't very fun. So I jump on Tuesdays, I get my thing done, and I still have my power level just as high as everyone else's, and I only play on Tuesdays. So
nice. It
was a problem.
Wow. Now, for Monster Hunter Online, is it still just 4 people, or is it more?
Nope, 4 people.
Okay.
4 people, you can combo a lot easier on a console. Movement is a lot more fluid on a console. I unfortunately never had like the Pro joystick for my 3DS. I only had just the one. So trying to move and change your camera at the same time on a 3DS was very taxing because like you had to keep hitting like the recenter button for your visual, and it was super annoying. But on a console it seems like it was meant for a console. So, it's a lot better. It's much smoother. It's much nicer, and I cannot wait.
Yeah, the first time I ever heard of Monster Hunter, it was coming out for the PlayStation 2, and then it jumped to the PlayStation Portable when they first came out. So, I've always wanted to play it, and then I got introduced when Monster Hunter Freedom 2 came out. That's when I first got introduced to the game, and I've been playing it ever since. I can't wait for this one, so PlayStation 4, Xbox One, 26th. Hope everyone enjoys.
I'll be on if you want. You could add me, Admired Plague, on PSN.
I forget what my PSN is.
His name is just Fuzzy.
It could be Fuzzy, it could be the Fuzzy Usagi. You know what? Leave a comment in the below, and I will tell you when I find out.
There we go. Next up, oh boy, my favorite.
Oh, here we go.
The game that has made me lose sleep. So this another game that came out late last year, like right before the new year started. It hit Steam, kind of flew under the radar until just recently, and has been impacting the community in a very big way. Doki Doki Literature Club is a animated visual novel game that starts off super cheery and happy and kawaii and turns into a horror psychological mind trip of all the nopes. I, as a horror streamer, I have played a lot of horror games. And playing this, I was not expecting what happened. I don't want to spoil anything. I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm going to let you know that there's a very long period of safety in the very beginning of the game for like a couple hours. And then once things start to get weird, you go straight to hell in a handbasket and there is no returning. So,
okay.
I'm going to recommend the game is free on Steam. So if you have Steam and access to a computer, I recommend if you like horror games or visual novels, you download it and you play it. But I'm not going to tell you what happens or how to play. The only piece of advice that I'll give you is if you do play it, keep open your main game file from Steam. You're going to need to keep that open. So that's about all I can say. But my goodness, if you do play it or you have played it, let me know who your favorite character is and let me know what you thought down in the comments below. I've played through it once. Bad things happen. I'm playing through it again because I want to see if there's different endings and stuff, because there's apparently a secret ending that you can get if you 100% the game. So that's what I'm working towards.
Alright.
LawBreakers, Fuzzy. It's been a while since we talked about this.
Yeah, LawBreakers. Never got a chance to play the game itself. I know you played, you said beta, so you loved it, but you never bought it either. But LawBreakers may not have a future because of PUBG. Let's see here. You were explaining this a little bit better than what I was actually thinking of. Let's see here. Trying to remember where it was.
Essentially, LawBreakers just fell trapped to the release date curse.
There we go. Yeah, what was it? PUBG, and there was another game that came out relatively close to
Destiny 2.
Destiny 2. Yeah, so they didn't get enough. They didn't get a lot of players to play the games because those other two games released around the same time as it. I've been out of the loop on games for a while, but this, I really enjoyed watching you play it, and I was a little sad to hear about this, and I know that you enjoyed playing it, so I was concerned. But yeah, it fell to the release dates. It just hit them hard. They don't have as many people playing it. They don't have as many copies sold. So
yeah, they're cutting their losses. They didn't make money on it. They lost money on it.
Yeah.
This last quarter, they didn't hit the numbers they were expecting to hit. But it just comes down to the fact that they just hit that rough period where a lot of big games were coming out. I don't think anyone really expected PUBG to have the popularity that it has. I think maybe it was projected, but I don't think that it was expected to do as well as it did in the current state that it was in when it launched.
Yeah.
But the community is the community, and the community has done things for the game that doesn't happen to a lot of other games. And LawBreakers is a great game. I'm not going to say it's a bad game. I think it had some balancing issues and stuff, but other than that, I really enjoyed what I did play in the betas. I was in all the closed betas and all the open betas, but when it came down to the game actually coming out, I was looking for a review copy. I didn't get a review copy, which is fine. I don't expect review copies or anything from anyone, because that's their right to say who gets one, who doesn't. I tried to get a review copy just simply because I didn't have the money to pay for it, and LawBreakers came out at a somewhat not a hefty price, but I think it was just too much for what they were offering. For what you got for the price. I mean, it's a great shooter and all, but I could also go play Quake for free.
Yeah.
So
wasn't LawBreakers priced at like $50-$60?
Currently trying to load that up right now and see what it is, because you can still get it. It's $30. So
okay.
First and foremost, it's more expensive than PUBG was. Two,
True.
it costs more money to play an arena shooter than to go get like a game that's made by Bethesda, which is free to play. I think honestly, LawBreakers probably would have done better if it was free to play and had like cosmetics.
Mm-hmm. Like skins and stuff.
Yeah, I seriously think if they just had fun cosmetics for the characters and all the skins and all that, I think if those were behind a paywall and that was it, I think the game would have sold a lot more copies. Not copies, but like just would have done a lot better. I mean, we can see that the model works. I mean, there's plenty of games out there that are free to play that are doing just fine. But I feel like maybe the price, if it was maybe a little bit lower, or if they made it free to play with cosmetics, they would have done a little bit better in the sales department. But I understand why they didn't. One of those reasons is Cliff Bleszinski. I don't think really ever wants to go towards that type of the thing. Like, they have crates and stuff that you get like stuff out of, which is cool. But I mean, shit, it's just so expensive for not much diversity amongst it. So like, it's a fun game, but I mean, you can only do so much with what it offered. So, yeah, LawBreakers. Game I have merchandise for. Like, I own merchandise. I have shirts and stuff. But I just never got it. If it went free to play, I'd play the hell out of it. But it's not. I'm not paying $30 for it. Especially now if the game, if Nexon's like, well, you know what? We're washing our hands of this and moving on. Because I guarantee you that if they decide to bring it to, say, Xbox One, I think it's on PS4 and PC right now. If they decide to bring it to Xbox One and Switch, because that has been rumored that they want to bring it to Xbox One and Switch, if they brought it to those, at least I know the servers will remain up for a while, but I still think they should drop the price.
Oh, definitely. Half that stuff. Just mix it in half. $15.
$15? I'd buy it for $15. I think it'd be worth it for $15.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. And then just throw in some cosmetics. I mean, there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Right, moving on. All right, Fuzzy. Let's get some release dates for games coming out.
Woohoo! Release dates. I'm excited. I know you're excited. There's a couple of games that are coming out here in the next week or so. We got, let's see here. We got, you're pretty excited about the Escapist 2. That's releasing here, what, next Thursday, next Friday?
Yeah, something like that. I forgot.
Yeah. I know nothing about that game.
Oh, okay.
So... Oh, wait, hold on a second. I know about this game. My girlfriend downloaded it. I watched her play it, and I looked at her, and I literally said, what the hell are you playing?
Yeah, so it's kind of like a simulation game. If anyone's ever played, like, RimWorld, or if you've played, what's it, Industria or something like that. It's like a top-down pixel art type game where in this game you play as an inmate in a prison, like a Supermax prison, and you have to do a bunch of stuff to try and bust out.
Yep.
If you play games like RimWorld, Prison Architect, things like that, it's a very similar style. Basically, you're in like it's a 2D top-down type animated pixel art game where there's like different rooms that have different things, and you have to. It's kind of like a crafting survival game, but you're interacting with like all these other NPCs and stuff in the level and the round, and you're just trying to escape the Supermax prison. That's all you have to do. It's not the craziest thing. It is out currently on PC, so if you want to play it now, you can. It's $20. The release date is for the Nintendo Switch, though, so Switch is getting it. I believe it launches multiplayer and co-op as well.
Ooh, nice.
So there's that.
Yeah, we got that. We got a game called is it Fury?
Yep, Fury for the Switch.
Yes.
Askin 2: The World Beneath for the Switch. That comes out January 12th. A lot of games come out for the Switch I've never heard of before. It's really actually good to see the Switch getting like indie developers and stuff as well, like coming out.
Oh yeah,
that's kind of cool.
Because I mean, their majority of game revolve around Zelda, Super Smash Brothers, Mario, Pokemon.
Yeah, mostly first-party stuff.
Yeah, first-party stuff. It's really cool to see indie games going to that. Whereas most indie games are on Steam. So,
let's see here. There's a card game coming out for mobile for Android and iOS. If you're looking for a new card game to play on your phone, the Dresden Files cooperative card game that comes out on the 7th. It's by a company called Hidden Achievement. And then last but not least, we have we have a game called Light Tracer.
Yep.
Light Tracer for PC coming out January 15th, and then January 16th on all systems imaginable. In a game called Inner Space. Fuzzy and I checked out this game before we started the podcast, and it looks pretty interesting. It's kind of like a chill, relaxing exploration game where you just like fly around. I don't want to say like planets, but like I guess planes.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say planets either. I think you're just on a planet, and you're just always flying. Above the ground, because no one's really been to the ground, where I guess from what I've read is like a secret door that could hold whatever, wonders, gods, something, and then you kind of explore it. You're like this archaeologist, and you're like the first one to go down and explore all of this, but the art style for this game looks spectacular. I mean, I'm really amazed by it. It looks really, really good.
It looks
something
like
I've never seen before.
It looks like if oh god, what's the game? Abzu, and there was an indie game I played not too long ago. Crap, what was it? There was another indie game I played that had like this really like I'm not going to say bland art style, but it was like that Katamari type art style where everything had like very defined colors and very hard edges and stuff. It was like if those two... Not Okami.
I was going to say, I know that game had that same style almost.
I mean, it's similar art style, but
yeah.
Basically, if those kinds of games had a child with Abzu, which is like it was a rhythm exploration game, which is really cool. If those two games had a child, that's what this game would be. So, yeah. Those are all the releases coming out in the next week or so. We don't want to give you guys releases too far ahead because we could say the next one's next week.
Yeah, definitely.
Yay.
Yay.
I think in the world of news, that's about it, though.
Yeah, that is definitely
actually about close to our time. So.
Yep.
Oh boy, what a good start to 2018, though. Had a good time. Did you have a good? Excuse me. Wow. It's late. I worked late today, and then I got home, and I haven't done anything besides eat Chipotle. And now I want to take like a 30-minute Chipotle nap. How did you bring him in your new year? Any special way? Do anything?
The special ways for me, not really.
Sat on the couch, ate spaghetti.
If I could eat spaghetti, yes, but I can't. I'm on a diet. So bringing in the new year, we didn't do much. Been having some complications, but I mean, I guess the biggest thing that's new is we got a kitten. His name's Gus. He's a cute little cat. Love him to death so far. We're gonna finalize the adoption papers on Sunday, so that's about the biggest thing. And then next week, we're gonna start looking for an engagement ring. So
nice.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing for this year so far. What about yourself?
Does she know about the engagement ring?
Oh yeah, she knows. Yeah,
that's not how that works.
Well, see, with her, she's open about it. She doesn't want an expensive ring, but then again, she wants it to be special and like for a proposal and stuff. But what we planned on doing was just hitting up a bunch of jewelry shops, picking 2 to 3 from each, and then I just go make my decision on what I want for her.
Gotcha.
And then this coming December, we'll go to New York, and that's where the proposal is going to happen.
So it's a planned proposal.
She knows, yes, because this is her dream. She wants this to happen. And I was like, let's go do it.
Okay, it's kind of weird, but okay.
Yeah, it's
whatever floats your guys' boat.
Yeah. Hopefully water. How was your New Year's? Did you bring it in correctly?
Oh yeah, I brought it in correctly. I brought it in with a full bottle of champagne in my one hand and a board game in the other.
There you go. That's good.
No, we had a nice little party. There was like 14 of us at a friend's house.
Nice.
I guess technically kind of like my future brother-in-law's house. I'll say that. Just brother. Yeah. Had it at their sister-in-law's house. Whatever. It both works. We had it there. We played D&D in the like early afternoon. I was DMing a campaign called Deck the Dungeons, which was a holiday-themed D&D like one-shot where my group of adventurers had to go either save or kill Santa Claus and then kill a god that was possessing him. And it was going well until the one guy decided that he was going to pick up the crown that possessed the god, and he put it on and got taken over, and then he killed everybody except for one person made it out alive.
Okay.
So we did that, and then we played a bunch of board games. We played Betrayal on House on Haunted Hill. We played Tides of Madness, which is like an H.P. Lovecraftian Cthulhu-ish card game that's 2 players. A couple other things. And we played like a lot of Rock Band and stuff. We had a good time. We played Rock Band pretty much up until like an hour and a half or so beforehand. We played Cards Against Humanity up until the ball drop. Watched the ball drop. Everyone made out when the ball dropped, and then we all went back to playing games and watching YouTube videos.
Oh, see, my ass is 26, and at 9 o'clock I was in bed. I passed out at 10:30.
Wow. I mean, I'm like the same age, and I was up until 3 a.m. or something.
Yeah, no, I work long ass hours, so I'm always tired when I get home. Like
I had like 5 days off. I was good, or 4 days off.
Oh yeah, see, I don't get those. I actually had to work New Year's Day.
Ew, gross. I didn't. I got to wake up and just sat there and I streamed for like 8 hours the next day.
Yeah, no, I noticed. I wish I could have joined or at least watched, but I was selling the car, so.
I miss you at my streams.
Yeah, I miss being in people's streams. You know how bad it is? I miss being in yours, I miss being in Pharaoh's, I miss being in Angie's. I miss being in my own. I cannot wait until tomorrow where I am actually going to stream for the first time this year in like a month and a half.
Amazing.
The excitement is overwhelming.
But yeah, so if you guys brought your new year in, if you came in 2018 doing something really cool, please share that with us. Maybe we'll give a couple of shout outs on the next week's episode if you guys do that. And
heck yeah.
Like I said, we're looking forward to doing big things this year. Nothing too crazy. We had some plans to do some stuff, but I'm going to put everything on the back burner until we get ourselves under control and we figure out what we want to do. And we want to get some new guests on the show. We want to interview some broadcasters and things like that and get them on our show. So we definitely want to do more for you guys this year, and I'm going to try and make sure everyone sticks to the schedule and we get things done on time. If for whatever reason though you guys do not see an episode from us, please check our Twitter at GamerChatWeekly on Twitter. This allows you guys to see if new episodes are going live or if they're delayed for some reason, because there are times that life happens. We may not be able to record. I would like to always record on Thursday and upload on Friday. This way, every Friday, you guys have an episode from us. But if you don't see an episode on Friday, you guys can go to our Twitter and see why. So follow us at GamerChatWeekly on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
And if you guys like to follow us on any of our wonderful social media channels, please check out the description below. You can find myself, Fuzzy, and Angie's Twitch and Twitter handles down below. If you guys have any questions for any of us personally, most of our DMs are open, or you can just tweet at GamerChatWeekly with any questions. If you'd like to have a question put in the show, make sure you tag us and with the question, and we can see if we get it all in. We totally love when people send us stuff like questions and things to talk about. If you guys do, we'll do our best to get you into the show and give you the proper shout out for it.
Oh yeah.
So once again, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Hope you guys had a decent 2017, but here's to a much, much better 2018. Thank you guys so much. I'm Cameron.
And I'm Fuzzy.
And we will see you next week. Gamer Chat Weekly, out! Thank you for tuning in to Gamer Chat Weekly. For current and past episodes, make sure to visit GamerChatWeekly.com. Stop by next week for more news and gamer shenanigans. See you then!